morning. Welcome to another episode of Figuring Out Life Daily Vlogs. I'm Meech. If you haven't been here before, and if you have been here before, welcome back. It is a beautiful Tuesday morning. You know why it's beautiful? Like I said yesterday, we don't got to work all week. It is Thanksgiving break. It is time just to get things done that I don't have time to normally get done. Like right now, I'm about to go meet up with one of the parents that I know. I used to train his son. I want to have breakfast with him. Otherwise, I'll probably be home editing a video right now. But I hope y'all doing all right. I hope all is well. I hope that you're looking forward to the holiday. I hope that the mental is right. I hope that the body is doing all right. You know, health and wealth all year. That's what we hoping for. It has been a long, unmotivating year for a lot of people, and I fall in that category myself. I've been hearing like multiple people say they feel like they've been stuck in a rut, and I feel that because I've been on that same path. But there's been so much stuff that's been happening in between, especially like, I know everybody has stuff that happens in between, but you know, in my life, when things kind of shift, it kind of throws me off a little bit, so I gotta find my footing and get my rhythm back. And that's kind of a lot of stuff with that happening this year in that ballpark area. So trying to just get myself right, get my mind right. It is also Men's Mental Health Awareness Month, so we've been talking about a different topic every day to kind of, you know, just reflect and talk on that. Today's topic for me is forgiveness. One of the hardest things that I think happens is I'll say we. Forgiving somebody is the hardest thing that you can do. It sounds easy, but it's one of the hardest things that you can do, just because people, like, sometimes you feel like people don't deserve to be forgiven for the stuff that they do to you. But then what happens is the only person that ends up suffering and holding on to that anger is you. And it throws off every single thing that you do. And then it starts causing you problems. So we'll dive more into it. But forgiveness, that's what we're doing today. Forgiving people. I'll see y'all in a second. Today is Thanksgiving Eve, so you know it's the biggest party day of the year, and I'm just trying to get settled in. We've been off work all week long, so normally you would say, dang, you got to chill and sleep in. Like, nah, I've been waking up almost at 6 a.m. every day, which is no different than a regular school day. But I've been getting stuff done, and that's all that matters. Let me tell you something. Be careful about setting appointments on your off week, because sometimes you just want to sleep in. But tomorrow, the gym is not open on Thanksgiving, so I think tomorrow I'll sleep in till like 8 o'clock. That'll be my day to sleep in. Except I don't know what time I got to go to my grandma's house. But I hope y'all are having a great week, a great day. I hope your morning's been off to a great start. And if it hasn't, remember, you can change it around. But how you doing? How y'all doing mentally, you know? Today's mental feeling. How am I feeling? I feel good. Today is the day that marks a year anniversary since I lost my grandfather last year. My grandfather passed away. He had a massive heart attack playing tennis, doing something that he loved. So, you know, the way I kind of think about it is, he went away doing something he loves. This is his necklace right here. that I hold near and dear to my heart, and I cherish this thing and take great pride in wearing it. But it was crazy because the night before my grandfather passed away, he does not like to be on the phone for a long time at all. He is very, very quick with his conversations and straight to the point. And then he likes to get back to watching his sports. Big sports guy. That's my dog. That's probably one of the reasons why I love sports also. But you know, we can have our conversations about everything. But the night before he passed away, he was on the phone with me for about 49 minutes exactly, which was crazy because, like I said, he never stays on the phone that long. And then we had a great conversation. We were talking about everything. You know, he was giving me words of encouragement for everything that I'm doing, like my entrepreneurial journey. I guess that's how you say it. But me being an entrepreneur, he was giving me words about it. It's been a long process for that. And sometimes it gets discouraging. But he sat there and talked to me about it and told me I'm on the right path. He's proud of me and things like that. And he's told me all this stuff before, but it's just when you have that in-depth of a conversation all at once and then something tragic like that happens, like the next day he passed away and that was our last conversation, it just sticks a little bit harder with the words that he left me with. And you know, it's crazy that we all have memories of somebody for the last time. Like, you know, if you're younger and you really haven't lost anybody, grandparents or anything, like, you know, hey, enjoy it, savor it while it lasts. You know, we all got a you know, a day where it all comes to an end. But, you know, we have eternal life if you keep believing and stuff, if you have faith and everything. But our time on earth has an end, right? And we know we get to see people again. I have a strong belief in that. But just having that last conversation with somebody just hits a lot harder because you don't know it's your last conversation until later, right? So that next day, the first thing I thought about was, man, that was my last conversation with my grandfather. It was in-depth. It was a good one. And it's just crazy to think about. So I try to make sure that when I'm out here doing stuff, when I'm out here grinding and things get hard and I don't have any motivation, that I try to think back to that phone call. Like, he was really talking to me, and you know, he was talking to me through God and letting me know that everything's gonna be alright. And it does suck. Like, it does. Like, losing somebody is one of the worst things that you could go through. And it's like life is never going to be the same, and I don't think it should be the same. I feel like every year we're always changing as people, or we at least should be. We all should be striving to get better in some area in our lives, and I think it's no different than with when you got to face death. Like, things change, and that's okay. Things are never going to be the same. You're going to constantly miss people. Like, I got my grandma and my grandfather and my other grandma. I got them all like on my favorites list on my phone, and those numbers are given away and belong to somebody else now. But you know, I'll never change and take it out of like my favorites list. So I see it every time that I get in my car or that I hit my favorites list. Like, it's always popped up on the screen. So, you know, just people always try to say things get better with time, and you know, you heal with time. I don't think you ever get better, but you learn how to cope and you learn how to deal with it. And some days it's gonna hit harder. Some days you wish you could just pick up the phone and make a call to that person that you missed that passed away. And the thing about it is, like, people live full lives, right? Now, it's sad when people like tragically pass early. Like, I had a kid that passed away at school this year early. He was only 18. Like, that was tragic because he had just lived, like, he hadn't even lived a full life yet. He was just about to get to like growing up and figuring out who he was as an individual and figuring out life. Like, but for, you know, the adults that pass away in their 80s and 90s and stuff, that's a blessing. That's when you have the celebration of life. Like, yeah, you don't get to see them every day, but you get to cherish so many memories with them. And that's what you gotta hold on to. Like people always say when they pass away, don't sit there and stop in your tracks from doing what you're doing, and don't let like me being away affect you to where you're not living your life, because they know it gets better on the other side. But while we're here, we just got to make the best of it. So that's my piece of advice. That's how I'm feeling. So I'm not sad, I'm not happy. I'm just kind of like, I'm just sitting back reflecting today, and it's a little different than my usual pepped up mood, but it's the reality of life. Like, some days are gonna hit like this, and especially with it being the first year, I'm just coping with what happened with the death, and just acknowledging and really sitting in my feelings and trying to figure everything out. So today, I'm gonna try to make it a fun day. I'm gonna go to the gym. I'm gonna lift. I'm gonna play basketball. I'm gonna go check out a basketball game. I'm gonna go hang with my friends tonight. Like, make it a day of like just spending time with people that you care about. And then tomorrow's all about the family. Other than that, that's the word for today. So that's how I'm feeling. That's what it is. So I hope y'all are feeling good. But let's run around and get these errands ran.
All day for you to swing my way. You said you'd be right, and it's after 3. I sent a text, maybe you didn't read. I know that liquor got you losing things. You like the chance to get your hands on me. You got 10 minutes, babe, to do what I say.